Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel for my post-match reaction. Chelsea, Newcastle. Chelsea, Newcastle. Yes. We got the job done. Just as I said it yesterday. Pleading with Nicola Jackson to not make a mistake. My goodness. What a game. We are back. Blue. Chelsea. Yes, we are back. Well, my goodness. Look, it is one of those games that were up for grab. The 3 points. One of those games that were up for grab by both sides. But then, Chelsea, our club, Chelsea Football Club. Hey, dear friend, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, or right here in Southeast Asia, well, it is a beautiful Monday morning. Yes, Monday morning. One of the most difficult days to get up and go to work. But we will have to, dear friends. Welcome to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. Let's get started. Here we go. My goodness, my dear friend. Chelsea fans around the globe, you have every reason to continue your celebration on a winning streak. Look, playing against Newcastle is not an easy job. It's not. But you see, our players made it look as if it was so easy to score. I know. Today, most of the pundits will come, Newcastle didn't turn up. Hey, Newcastle turned up. And later this afternoon, I'll be coming out with my analysis of the game fully. But this time around is my post-match reaction. Yes, Cole Palmer and Nicola Jackson once again. Cole Palmer and Nicola Jackson. Cole Palmer, I have no words. It is utterly insane what he's producing for Chelsea. What Cole Palmer is producing for Chelsea is insane. You see, that pass from Palmer, to Neto, to give assist to Jackson. I'm speechless, man. I am speechless. You see, and the goal itself was a typical Nicola Jackson goal. And even the goal that he himself scored, Cole Palmer's goal himself, right from the center of the field, and with the way he turned, got the ball, swung through the defense of Newcastle, and slotted in, dear friend. Beautiful job done. Both Nicola Jackson and Cole Palmer. A lot to say this morning about them, dear friends. Don't go anywhere. Pedro Neto. We saw him in midweek against Panathinaikos. When I was doing my analysis at midweek, I think it was on this Saturday, I made a statement, but most of you didn't get it clearly. In fact, Pedro Neto was the lowest rated player. One of the lowest rated players, I think it was 6.5. And when I was rating the players, I pointed out Modric as the highest, 9. And then I tried to analyze their play. And I was like, Pedro will not get a chance to play in the game against Newcastle based on the ratings. But to my surprise, Enzo Maresa will not stop surprising us Chelsea fans. And this guy, Enzo Maresa, will not stop surprising us. Enzo Maresa took us by surprise, to bring in Pedro Neto in place of Modric, the only change in the entire squad. But then, even though that's the only change, he actually changed the position of certain players. Dear friends, anyway, you see, least I forget, Robert Sanchez, our goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez, our goalkeeper, 20 out of 40 passes with just 6 out of 25 long balls. Correct. 20 passes completed by Robert Sanchez out of 40. From the back, my dear friend, it's not good enough from our goalkeeper. And he had only just 6 out of 25 long passes through to our own players. It is not good enough. But our head coach, Enzo Maresa, like I said, he will not stop surprising us. He says that the day Robert Sanchez will stop playing it the way he played it last night, that will be the day he will stop playing football. That will be the day that Robert Sanchez will no longer be in his first 11. So he is satisfied with the players' performance. So let's just put that aside first. Let's put it aside. Now let's move on to Pedro Neto. In the game, I never expected Pedro Neto to be starting. If anything at all, I would have expected Modric. But hey, like I said to you before, a few days ago, Modric, after the game, was bandaged with ice. Knee bandage with ice. So maybe, but we saw Pedro Neto's delivery. We saw his pace. It is another insane run. Absolutely incredible run from Pedro Neto. For him, look, Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, Nicolas Jackson, they owned the game last night. They were the one that owned the game against Newcastle. As a matter of fact, okay, quickly, you see, Cole Palmer set up Neto free to assist Chelsea's opener with a perfect through ball from deep inside of our own half. Inside of our own half. The ball, that pass from Cole Palmer to Pedro Neto, it is, look, if there's anything like the pass of the season, that pass you, my goodness. And the pace of Pedro Neto, the pace, the defense of Newcastle just could not hold it. The ball was not, he assisted to Jackson, Mike Jackson, that I called on, not to disappoint, that I was shouting and screaming here, no margin of error from Jackson. I said it here, and true to my boy never fails me. Jackson never failed me. Dear friend, okay, just look at it. That's the sketch on your screen. Cole Palmer's incredible pass versus Newcastle. This sketch came from the Premier League itself. From our own half, directed the ball to Pedro Neto. Neto now, yes, with the speed and the pace and the speed to Jackson to score our first goal. What a beautiful moment it was. Counter. Beautiful moment. Beautiful moment, dear friend. 11 points in 9 games. For who? We are far ahead of them. Manchester United. I just want to chip in this because I'll come back. I'll go back to Chelsea soon. 11 points in 9 games for Manchester United. Ladies and gentlemen, keep that by the side. We are not here for that. We are doing our own post-match reaction. We are doing our own post-match reaction. And like I told you, Robert Sanchez, I don't want to talk to him because our coach already cleared him. Our coach already cleared him that he's satisfied. Our coach says that when asked about Sanchez distribution, he said, I asked Robert to do that. I asked Robert to do that. The moment he stopped doing that, he is not going to play. It's not his mistake. It is my mistake. That is our head coach. It is my mistake, not his mistake. Now, Reece James, Capito General, coming back from injury. Yesterday, he played full 90 minutes. Reece James played full 90 minutes in the last night game. Look, this guy is another insane player, full of abilities. On a pitch of play, no doubt, there's nothing like, and surprisingly, some players would have sought out after their manager's comments about them, the way Enzo Maresa commented on Reece James' leadership style. Some other players would have sought out. But no. This guy, Reece James, still put his body online and secure the win. He still put his body online without thinking twice about the statement of the manager. That is a hallmark of a blue fan, a real blue player, blue blood. That is what we know. He still put his line on, his body online, despite all that the coach has said about him. I don't know how Maresa is doing it though. I don't know how. But you see, one thing that is for sure, this is my post-match reaction. One thing that you need to know, even as we are winning, we are receiving a lot of yellow cards, a lot of cards. Yes. In almost every game, averagely, Chelsea receives our 3 cards. Hey, keep it coming. Chelsea will be fined £75,000 by FA after becoming the first team in the Premier League history to receive 6 yellow cards in 3 games in a season. 6 yellow cards in 3 games in a season. My goodness. Takes Chelsea's total to £150,000 for this term. Yes, we were charged £25,000 against Bournemouth. We were charged another £50,000 against Nottingham Forest. Now Newcastle, we are being charged against £75,000 for another accumulated yellow card in the history. We are making history everywhere. No, I mean, keep the yellow card coming. We will pay. We have the money. Cash is not a problem. Recently, our owners gave us a dividend of over close to £1 billion, right? Yeah, recently our owners, yeah, they gave us some huge amount of dividend. So to be paying this one is not a problem. So long as we are winning, so long as we are winning, keep it coming. 17 points in 9 games for Chelsea under new manager Enzo Maresa. It is my post-match reaction, dear friends. 17 points in 9 games for Chelsea under new manager Enzo Maresa. We are right now crawling around 5th position. Yes, if my memory serves me right. We are somewhere around 5th position as at last night. It ended 2-1. Jackson on the score sheet in the 18th minute, then 47th minute, Goalkeeper. Yeah, Isak scored the only goal for Newcastle. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, Nicola Jackson has a serious case of being the best 9 in the league this season. My boy is making a serious case for himself of being the best number 9 in the Premier League this season. Whether you like it or not, you can't take it away from my boy. He's been unplayable. You can't just do that to him. If it's Jackson in your team, you can't leave him on the bench, dear friend. Consistently dragging Newcastle players out of position. Consistently, Jackson dragging Newcastle players out of position, exploiting their spaces in the channels. Look, this guy, we have a gem in our hand. Those of you who don't believe in him, exploiting the space in the channels, dropping deep and facilitating play throughout, dropping deep and facilitating play. Complete 9 performance. Thumbs up. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Jackson is the man. Goalkeeper is doing his bit. These two guys, both Goalkeeper and Jackson, honestly, they are the one carrying Chelsea along all this was. If you look at the assists between them, and number of goals they both been scoring, Jackson is a complete 9. And let me put it very clearly to you this morning. We don't need another 9. We don't. I believe, with time, Christopher Nkunku will pick form. And he'll be scoring left and right. He's already scoring. But right now, what I'm seeing, there is no other striker in the Premier League that you can... forget about Haaland. Haaland doesn't go deep into the midfield to pick up balls. Haaland doesn't go to, distract midfielders, and Haaland is only in the box. Come on. A Chelsea win, a struggle at times, and we still look very suspicious anyway in defense. We still look very suspicious in the defense. Let me lower my voice down a little. Chelsea, we still look very suspicious in defense. Yeah, we need to sort that out as soon as possible. We still look suspicious in defense, and Chelsea need to sort that out as soon as possible. Especially that goalkeeping department. Neto and Palmer, they were the standout. Neto, Palmer, and Nicola Jackson, they were the standout in the game. But in our defense, we still look very suspicious. Guess who was in Stamford Bridge yesterday? A beautiful lady, Chelsea first lady. You remember her? Marina Granovskia at the Stamford Bridge, at the bridge, cheering the boys on. As you can see, her picture. That is her picture. Oh, if you are new here, Marina was the one that was in charge, sporting directorship, management and everything, recruitment and everything. Beg your pardon. She was in charge of Chelsea Football Club, almost all the negotiations. until recently. Is it last season that she left? Yeah, when these new owners came. She was at the bridge to cheer the boys on in the crowd. Dear friend, Marina Granavaskia at Stamford Bridge. As you can see her picture right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll soon be running up. I will soon be running up, but quickly. You see, what I've been saying all along about Jordan Sancho, that when we meet a team that plays the high line, Sancho will not fit in. I think you will now agree with me, right? Yes, it is the reason why our coach dropped him and brought on Neto. The speed of Neto was what made a difference. So it's not about guessing. Sancho is more suitable against low blocks. Neto against teams that press forward and keep high line. Like I always tell you, know your players. You know, the good thing about this Chelsea squad is that we have players that play multiple positions. Yes. Players that can play multiple positions. You get it? Now, we started a game. Our first 11, looking at it, when I first saw Neto on the sheet, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be usual. But when the game started, I realized that our Capito was not playing the right back. He was playing the right center back. Reece James was playing right center back. Yes, Reece James played right center back. Left center back. Left center back. Reece James played left center back. You know, his usual position is right back, right? But this time around, he was tasked to play left center back. And Malo Gusto played the right back and attacking. Sometimes we invert into the midfield, up the field. And what amazes me most was the tactics of Enzo Maresa. And let me point it out clearly to you. Cole Palmer moved from the right side of the field, as a right side of the field that we know him to always play from, to the left side. To the left side, making the job easy for Malo Gusto. He made a job easy for Malo Gusto and thereby confusing Newcastle. I feel sorry for managers trying to figure out Maresa. Honestly, I feel sorry for those managers, our opponents, that try to figure out Enzo Maresa, our head coach. Because the way he switched the players, Reece James from the left wing, left defender, left side, defense to, right side of defense to left center back. Now, Cole Palmer now to the left side of the attack. Not too far from Neto. It's just to confuse our opponents. And that is what exactly panned out. It worked out perfectly. Malo Gusto has a right back and also right, inventor. He goes forward and sometimes he switches. You will see him up in the opposition area on the right side. Oh my goodness. Enzo Maresa is doing a good job tactically. Tactically, he's doing a good job. And listen, we would have scored more goals. In fact, it would have been 3-1, right? If not for the offside ruling. But in any case, we secured the huge 3 points against Newcastle. 90 minutes played, Reece James. Full 90 minutes for the first time in how many months? Full 90 minutes played for the first time in how many months? Dear friends, let me leave you here. A lot to talk about on this game. I should be back in the next one when you see me, dear friends. Shalom and peace.